We've been using the Saramonic Blink500 B2 Plus for quite a while now, and honestly, it's quietly become our go-to wireless microphone for most of our shoots. It's reliable, it's consistent, and once it's set up, it just works. But recently, the Hollyland LARK A1 Mini Duo caught our attention for one simple reason: its size. This thing is unbelievably small. So naturally, it got us wondering, can something this compact actually compete with a mic we've been relying on for so long? Or are these two really built for completely different types of creators? Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out today. Let's start with the Saramonic Blink500 B2 Plus. The first thing we noticed wasn't actually the size, it was how complete the whole package felt. The charging case has a little bit of weight to it, not in a bad way, but enough to make it feel like a proper kit rather than just another wireless microphone. You open the lid and everything has its own place. The receiver sits neatly in the middle, both transmitters are docked on either side, and even the magnets feel solid when everything snaps back into place. Once we pulled everything out, another practical detail immediately stood out. Both the receiver and the transmitters have built-in clips. Now, that might not sound like a huge deal, but if you work around cameras every day, you know how useful that actually is. The receiver can clip onto a camera strap, a cage, your pocket, or even a rig without needing any extra accessories. The transmitters also feel secure once they're clipped onto clothing, and overall, the build quality feels really solid. Nothing rattles, nothing feels flimsy, and everything gives off the impression that it's built for regular use. Then we switched over to the Hollyland LARK A1 Mini Duo, and honestly, our first reaction was exactly what most people will probably say. This thing is tiny. Not just small for a wireless microphone, tiny. Each transmitter weighs only about 8 grams, so once you clip one on your shirt, you almost forget it's even there. The charging case follows the same philosophy. It's noticeably smaller than the Saramonic case, making it incredibly easy to throw into a pocket or camera bag without taking up much space. Hollyland also uses magnetic docking for the transmitters, and those magnets are surprisingly strong. Everything clicks into place confidently, and nothing feels loose. So right away, the personalities of these two systems become pretty obvious. The Blink500 B2 Plus feels like a compact professional audio kit. The LARK A1 Mini Duo feels like it was designed around one goal: being as portable and effortless as possible. When it comes to recording quality, both systems capture audio at 48 kHz 24-bit, so on paper they look similar, but once we brought the recordings into the editor, the differences started becoming more noticeable. The Blink500 B2 Plus produces a fuller sound right away. Voices have more body, especially in the lower mids, and dialogue naturally feels a little richer. In quieter environments, we also noticed less background hiss, which probably comes down to its stronger signal-to-noise performance. Saramonic rates it above 80 decibels, which is noticeably higher than Hollyland's specification. Now, that's not to say the LARK sounds bad, far from it. Considering how compact and affordable it is, it actually performs surprisingly well. Vocals stay clean and easy to understand, but they do sound a little lighter compared to the Blink500 B2 Plus. They don't quite have the same weight or depth. For quick social media content, YouTube videos, casual vlogs, or everyday creator work, a lot of people probably won't notice much difference. But if you're recording interviews, documentaries, client work, or longer form content where audio quality matters more, the Blink500 B2 Plus definitely starts pulling ahead. Of course, most of us aren't recording in perfectly quiet rooms all day. There's traffic outside, air conditioners running, people talking, cafes, events. There's always something happening in the background. And this is where these two microphones take slightly different approaches. The LARK A1 Mini Duo keeps things simple. You get 3 different levels of noise cancellation, and switching between them is quick and straightforward. You simply pick the level you need and keep recording. For creators who don't want to spend much time tweaking settings, that's actually a really nice approach. The Blink500 B2 Plus, on the other hand, gives you a bit more control. Besides selectable noise reduction modes, you also get 75 Hz and 150 Hz low-cut filters, which help remove things like wind rumble, road vibration, or other low-frequency noise before the audio even reaches your editing software. So if you like having more control over your recordings, the Saramonic gives you more tools to work with. This is another area where these two systems feel very different. The Blink500 B2 Plus includes a built-in OLED display on the receiver. Battery levels, gain settings, recording modes, everything is right there at a glance. You don't have to guess what's happening. Even better, it also supports real-time headphone monitoring directly through the receiver. If you're shooting interviews, client projects, or events, being able to monitor your audio live is a huge advantage because you'll know immediately if something isn't right. The LARK A1 Mini Duo takes a much cleaner approach. There's no display. Instead, you get simple LED indicators, and most of the deeper controls are handled through the LARK Sound app. The app works well and gives you access to things like gain adjustment, EQ, and even reverb settings. The only trade-off is that sometimes you'll need to grab your phone for information that the Saramonic simply shows on its display. Then we get to battery life, and honestly, this is one of the biggest differences between the two. The Blink500 B2 Plus is rated for up to 20 hours on the transmitters, while the receiver lasts around 16 hours. That's more than enough for weddings, travel shoots, full-day productions, or basically any situation where you're recording for hours without worrying about charging. The LARK A1 Mini Duo still does a respectable job at around 9 hours per charge, and thanks to its charging case, you can keep topping everything up throughout the day. But if we're talking about straight-up endurance, the Blink500 B2 Plus is clearly the stronger performer. It's the kind of system you can confidently take on longer shoots without constantly thinking about battery levels. After spending time with both of these systems, we honestly don't think they're trying to do exactly the same thing. The Hollyland LARK A1 Mini Duo is built around portability. It's incredibly small, lightweight, easy to carry, and perfect for creators who just want clean audio with as little setup as possible. The Saramonic Blink500 B2 Plus feels more like a long-term production tool. You get richer audio, longer battery life, more monitoring options, low-cut filters, safety track support, and overall a lot more control over your recordings. So at the end of the day, it really comes down to what kind of creator you are. If portability is your biggest priority, the LARK A1 Mini Duo makes a lot of sense. But if you're looking for something that feels more complete and gives you more flexibility for professional work, we'd still lean toward the Blink500 B2 Plus. And that's pretty much it for this comparison. Let us know down in the comments which one you'd pick and why. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.